Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks again for tuning in. So the day has finally arrived. The Max has showed up. Ever since I started building the simulator, I've always wanted a quad. And with the brand new release of the Max, I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. So today we're just going to go ahead and doing an unboxing. We'll do an initial setup, run through. We'll get a couple shots in. We've got a ton of great content coming. We're going to be doing some comparison of if there is a difference between hitting inside a simulator versus hitting off grass. We're going to be looking at old wedges versus new wedges, seeing if those regroovers tools, see if those actually work. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button just so you can get an update of when those videos are released. We do have, let me go grab it. Right now we are doing our current test. If you missed the last video, I recommend you go check it out. We've got 4 of our golf balls that we were testing last. We're going to soak them in water here. We've got a couple weeks left. Basically, we are going to be looking at seeing if it's worth pulling that golf ball out of the water if you have no idea how long it's been there. We'll see what the results are and how different a waterlogged ball does compared to a brand new golf ball. So let's go ahead and let's just jump right on in here with this unboxing. All right, so it does ship like this. This is definitely different than the GC3. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Let's take it on out. That is all that is in the box. Now this was supposed to come with a bag, so we'll see if that bag is inside of here. This is actually, the packaging is definitely a lot nicer than the GC3, which we have sitting over there. Here is kind of what the box looks like. Just says Foresight Sports. It's like a carbon fiber. Ooh. All right, so we've got some padding here. All right, so this is, there she is. We've just got some manuals here, quick start guide, warranty. What do we got over here? Battery pack. I hope the battery pack is the same, so that way we can charge it when we're using it, and then when we go ahead and throw it in the safe, that we can charge it in there as well. Let's see here. This looks like another long USB-C cable. Here is the alignment stick. This looks like the exact same as the GC3. Yeah, it looks identical. They are exactly the same. Let me go grab that one. Yeah, you can't tell the difference. All right, and then this looks like for the dots that will stick on our club. How do they get this in here? That's nice. All right, and then let's go ahead and pull it out. Wow. It's got some weight to it. I don't think there's anything else in here. This looks like just all padding. Yes. All right. And here is the new QuadMax. It is marked up. That was one concern I had with the white. I love how it looks, but just pulling it out, it looks like it's already marked up a little bit. We'll have to see if we can clean that up. Another thing that does concern me with this white is out on the range, just sitting in the sun, if this will turn yellow like a couple other plastics do. So I hope it doesn't. I hope they treated it, but we'll see. A couple differences between the new QuadMax and the old GC Quad is we've got a better battery life. It's got the new swing speed training where all you have to do is put a dot on your club or a swing training device, and you don't even have to hit a ball and it'll give you your swing speed. So you can do that in a hotel, when your kids are sleeping, in the house, anywhere where you can safely swing a club. So that'll actually be really cool. So we'll actually go ahead and do a demo of that, probably maybe today, if not in a later video. We also have a touch screen on this now. The My Tiles is actually really cool. One thing on the GC3, it's nice that you can see all your data on the screen, but a lot of times it flashes by so fast that you can't see. So you can't control the time on how long it stays up there or what's where. But with My Tiles, we'll actually be able to organize and put exactly what we want to see where we want it and how long it actually stays up there. So we'll go ahead and show you how to do that as well. It does have NFC, so you just touch your phone to it and your phone will pick it up right away. It is supposed to be lighter. I mean, it is heavy, but let me see, compared to this GC3, it is heavier. It's interesting. The box that came for the GC3 was 12 pounds. This one was 10 pounds. Let's see. I love that Foresight is advertising that it has a better handle. There was nothing wrong with the one on the GC3. But when a company's advertising that, you know that this is the best unit out there. There's nothing better. There's nothing else that can be really added to this. This is the best launch monitor out there. Even I think it's better than the TrackMan. So this is definitely what you want if you want to improve your game. And then lastly, it stores 2 billion shots. So with the Quad, you always had to have a device connected to it. With this, you don't need a device connected to it, which is amazing because you can take this out on the range with you as you're playing a round of golf. Set it down, take your shot, move on. Set it down, take your shot, move on, and just keep doing that over and over and over again, and then import all your shots later. If you've got something like a watch or a GPS that stores where your shots were hit, you'll know exactly what clubs you hit. And so I think that's amazing. It's phenomenal. We can also now see our ball apex on the device. We don't have to have anything connected to it. We can see our descent angle. And then the most amazing thing is you can see your offline yardage inside this unit. So when you're out playing, you can see how offline your target was. This is really an amazing device. Let's go ahead and let's get it plugged in, and I'll pull you in and we'll see kind of where we're at. All right, so I'll see you right back in a second. All right, guys, welcome back. So I just want to give you a little close up here. So here's that mark that I was talking about. Let's see if we can get this to focus here. You know, this doesn't look too bad on the camera. Can't get this to focus. Sorry, guys. So there was a mark. It was kind of the same on the other side. I did just go ahead and wash it off, and it did kind of just wipe right down. I would have liked it to be a little better for the price that you pay for these things that come in the mail or coming in UPS. But it does look like the plug is exactly the same as a GC3, so that is nice. Another thing I wanted to point out, again, I've never had a Quad, I've never had a Max, so if you're kind of in that same boat, you'll appreciate this. If you do have one, this is probably kind of redundant information for you, but on the bottom, you can see here, there is a kickstand. So it is more stable if you're on uneven ground. And then on the bottom, this is where the removable battery is. Just pull it out. And then you can leave this in or you can leave this out. Let's go ahead and get this plugged in here. I'll show you the back real quick. So you've got your plug, your USB-C, and your Ethernet cable. And it looks like the plug does have a light to let you know that it is charging. So with the GC3, as soon as you plug it in, it kicks on. It doesn't look like this one does, but the power button's right here. So let's go ahead and get this thing turned on. So it just says Foresight Sports on the top. It says QuadMax. And there's our battery. So let's go ahead and, oh, it's just running through. There you go. It does boot up a lot faster than the GC3. Let me see. All right, guys, we are back. Had to talk to support. Apparently the app wasn't updated on my phone, so we had to update the app. It was trying to connect to a pull cart. Support got that squared away. We got that set up. A couple things to note for those of you that have a GC3 and are going to a quad. The GC3 will connect directly to your router, and then through your router, it'll connect up to your FSX Play and FSX 2020. The QuadMax will not. The QuadMax needs to connect directly to your computer through your router that way, or through the Wi-Fi directly that way. Another thing to note, as of right now, talking with support, the QuadMax does not work with FSX 2020. It is only compatible with Play right now. They said they are working on getting that updated, so eventually that will come out and it will be compatible with FSX 2020. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back into the settings here. So we've got tracking mode where you can turn on your putting on and off. Putting will give you the smallest area for it to pick up the ball. Club is a little bit bigger, and if you turn both of them off, it's an even bigger zone. About is just going to be about it. Settings, velocity, you're just going to set, distance if you want it in yards, meters. Here's a speed training. We'll do a full-on video about this. This is where you don't need a device if you want to, where the QuadMax will actually store your shots. So you can be on the course and you don't need to connect it to a phone or a tablet or anything like that. My Tiles. So let's go ahead and jump into My Tiles. I'm going to go ahead and record this on my phone here. All right, so you're just going to go ahead and open the Foresight app. Device disconnected. Device connected. All right, well here. And I'm going to record this screen so it's easier. All right, so you open the Foresight app, and what you're going to do is click the three dots in the top right corner. I'll show you on the phone. It's just going to click these three dots up here. You're going to click My Tiles, and this is where we're going to create a new preset. So again, I'm recording my screen here, but you can select this, and you could do let's say carry distance. You can save that screen. You can come here and you could add, club speed, save screen. You could add up to 10 seconds, which is cool that you can have the data stay on your screen for, let's see, it's a max of 10 all the way down to 1 second. And then you can come here, and these are all the different layouts. So you've got 2, 3, 4, 6. You can kind of pick everything that you want so you can see exactly. And you can add 1, 2, 3, 4 different layers. So let's just go ahead and push this to the quad. All right, so it was pushed. So now we can come here and we can go into My Tiles. And let's see, presets. And there's my preset 1, the one that we just created. You can select it or you can go to default. So let's just go ahead and leave it default because we're just messing around with it for now. Let's go back here and go here. Target align, just if you put the alignment stick down, it'll pick it up automatically. That's why it's on page 2. Patent, system info, and get support. All right, so that's pretty much the menu. It's super basic, super easy. We had a couple issues setting it up, but support was amazing. Let's go ahead and I've already got it connected. Let's go ahead and get it lined up, get it set up, and let's hit a couple shots. All right, guys, welcome back. We got it all set up. Let's go over a couple differences here between the GC3 and the QuadMax here real quick. So the GC3 will connect directly to your router. You don't need to connect it directly to your computer, where the QuadMax needs to be connected directly to your computer via the Wi-Fi. As far as the setup goes, it's identical. It's the exact same. You lay the unit down, set the stick down. It's going to pick it up. You can see the lights popped up, and you are good to go. Now, as far as position of the QuadMax versus the GC3. So I have this in the same spot that I had the GC3 in. And ball placement, I use 2 here, would be right here. That would be center of the hitting zone on the GC3. On the Max, that is the very front. The middle, I'll leave that there, is going to be right here. That is going to be the middle. So the Max will just have to be a little bit more forward. Again, no big deal, I hope. For me, I got plenty of room here. I can just set this right there. And that now makes it the center. That's actually a little easier for me. Let's go ahead and let's just hit the range here. Let's hit a couple of balls and let's see where we're at. So I was on FSX 2020 when I was using the GC3. I haven't really been on play. Let's go ahead and make sure this is lined up. All right, that looks pretty good. So this isn't really set up how I like it, because again, I've been on 2020, but the Max is not currently working with 2020. I haven't actually tried it, but I just got off the phone with support. I had a couple issues connecting it up, and they said it is not out for the 2020 yet. They're working on an upgrade. As far as the stickers go, let's go ahead and run through that. So we will be using 4 sticker mode. And they did give us this nice little device. I have no idea how it works. Oh, it looks like, oh, that's cool. Let's see. This is their dispenser. Looks like you just try and get this aligned here. Spin this. Sorry, guys. And it just comes right on out. That's pretty cool. All right, so we are going to put one on the bottom, between the bottom two. The top. And then we're going to do, I'm going to do 5 and 6 on this one. Grooves 5 and 6. That is something, from what I've read online, you kind of have to play around with. The wedges, you want to make it a little lower. I'm just going to start right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one on the other side. So it'll look something like this. All right. Let's go ahead, and I have not hit a golf ball, so this is going to be ugly. Let's just put this at 160 yards. And let's see what we can do. That was ugly and looked really weird on the screen. So this is actually pretty cool. If you watch this center line and watch my ball, again, this is play. If I move it this way, it actually moves that center line. If I come back, it actually moves the center line back. So that way you are always hitting in the center of the screen. That's pretty neat. Go in. That would be amazing. All right, I've got to play with that replay, but it looks really weird. Are we getting club data? Two shots. Let's look at this second shot. So my lie's up. Let's see, this looks a little bit different than 2020. Yeah. So where you place those stickers, that's what's going to mess with this vertical. So it's saying minus 3.9 millimeters high. Again, that's based off where I have these stickers based. So that we're gonna have to play a little bit around with. Let's go ahead and hit just a couple more here, and then we'll end it. I don't want to make this video too long. Wow, that just looks so weird. Let's see. Maybe game options. Swing camera. No. Devices, display. Let's try start cam. Oh, that's bad. I've not warmed up at all. That is so weird why that looks like that. It looks like I'm hitting a 64-degree wedge. I guess let's try PGA style. Let's see what that looks like. I don't like that either. Let's do one more. One more. I can't tell how far that is from the flag. All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. This is, again, just a quick walkthrough. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. We've got a ton of tests coming. Again, this one I'm kind of excited to see. We've got a couple more weeks of these balls soaking in the water to see if it's worth pulling that ball out of that river, pulling that ball out of that lake, pulling that ball out of that stream if you have no idea how long it's been sitting there. We'll see if the numbers are good, if they're bad, if they're the same. So again, I appreciate it, and until next time.